Oh, what's up guys? Welcome you back to this channel. My name is Ayan and we are in episode number 10. I'll be teaching you how you set your Autocad status bar. Let's jump into the tutorial. Here we are in Autocad and your status bar is situated on your right bottom corner here, and I've cleaned each and everything so that I drop whatever important notes about each tool. The important tool about our status bar and the main is your customization. Here it is. Left click on it and the list will pop up. We shall go one by one and have some highlights on each where need be. Number one is the model space. It is crucial to have it. When we take it like that, we have our model space active. Model space is this space here where you draw from, and once I click on that model space, instead it will take you to the layout or paper space. To deactivate this, you go to your left bottom, then you click model and it will go back to the model space. That is one. That is where you draw from, and if you have any challenges to switch from paper space to layout space, there is a solution for you. Next, left click again on customization and you activate grid. Grid is this mesh. Currently we had it active, and once a tool is active you have the pale blue, and once it is off then it will be gray or black, whatever color you set it as. Now once I deactivate it with the left click, then you no longer see the mesh. If you need the mesh, left click on it and it will show you the grids as well, or that mesh, the way you see them. That's the mesh. The next tool is your dynamic input. The dynamic input must always be on full time. Once we activate it with a tick, then it is the plus and minus icon here. When you pause it, it will tell you dynamic input on because it has the pale blue or bluish color. The use of that dynamic input is that you are able to visualize or view whatever commands you want to input into your application. For example, once I go in for a line and I draw, give it direction, you see the binary or the digits and the angle. That is the role of a dynamic input. So you can only see them if that tool is on. If I deactivate it, then you will not see them. So make sure that you have this tool ever on, this one, dynamic input. The next thing we shall activate is our auto mode. Left click here and look for auto mode, and for this one, to understand it clearly, let's activate auto mode and polar tracking at once. Then which auto mode is this right angle and polar tracking is this circle with an angle within. To activate this, you can press F9 on your keyboard. Likewise, F10 for this. When I activate auto mode, you can only draw across the quadrant angles. Once I have my line and I click, then give direction, even if I'm off, you see that it snaps over 0 or snaps over 90, 180 and 270 and back to 0 or 360. So those are the quadrant angles, and to draw accurately you should activate this mode, auto mode, if you need parallel, perpendicular and vertical angles as well, horizontal, vertical angles. That is its use. Now once we go to the polar tracking, we shall have some of depth explanation here. Polar tracking, its function is to give you now the other angles, because we can snap all these angles that we are snapping across the entire 360. You attain them when you have this on. Please note, you can have auto mode off and polar tracking off at the same time, but you can't have both at the same time on. So one is on at a time, but they can all be off, but they can't all be on at the same time. So let's continue with auto mode. Auto mode, you are able to draw the other angles accurately. What if you need a specified set of angles? You right click over, then activate only angles of 30, that is 30 increment. So that is from 0 to 30, 60, 90, and the green mark or the green dotted line is your line of virtueless. Please note that that green mark is your line of virtueless for the angle. Now, what if you right click here and you don't see your angle of preference or set of preference? Then go to the tracking settings and they will pop up. They will pop this. Then you can add new and type your angle. For example, I need 13 sets of 13, then say OK. Now once I come here, you may find your 13 to 26 as quick. 26. You see now I have 13, but I'm not snapping 26 yet. It is among the set. The reason is the tick is not activated for that set. It is under 30, so you should activate this. Then you can have your 0, your 13, your 26, and so on and so forth. Please remember, this thing works in consideration with our direction. There is a video I've ever explained about direction, so please check our playlist in one of our episodes and you find out what directions guide you. Let's go to the next. Click customization, and our next one onto this list is this. We can start with this, the object snap tracking. This one is crucial, and its use, it enables you to snap over objects. Then the next one is 2D object snap, much vital. Once I click on it, then let's see its performance. This is our first activate, the object snap tracking, which helps you snap of objects. Then this one is the object snapping or the object snap. Activate it with F3 on your keyboard. Fine, let's see how it operates. Once I have a line, I can activate now my ortho mode. Now, if I need to draw a line at the end or the center, you see that we can find the midpoint, we can find the center, we can find etc, name them. That tool that helps you find the end point, the midpoint, and any nodes is this tool. So once it is off and you go ahead, then you see everything messed up, not working for you. You see, you can't trace the end. And if you try to figure it, that is the point, once you draw and you zoom, it will never be in a point. So this also gives you accuracy. Activate it, and now once I click my line and I pause over, now I have my line in a point or at the end point. Even if you zoom, you have everything right intact. Now let's see other settings concerning that tool. When I right click over, you have other things you need to know about them, like parallel, nearest, tangent, perpendicular, node centers. Now once I need to do a line, let me do it like this. This is some line inclined, and I need to draw a line perpendicular to this one from our center here. Once I come, I can't find the angle properly, so you go there, here, and right click, then activate your perpendicular there. Then once you mouse over, let's restart line. See, the symbol is right here. So that is the way you can draw a line from there and perpendicular to this line using this tool. And also, you may fail to snap this center. Make sure that the midpoint is there. Or you may have a circle and you're not snapping the center. Make sure that those ticks are on. Not all, mainly the end, the midpoint, the center, the perpendicular are the most crucial things here. So let's go ahead with another tool. From our 2D object snap, we shall go to the scale. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here. Annotation scale. Once I activate this, you see our mix 002. Annotation scale illustrates for you which scale are you operating at. For my case, this is metric. If you are using imperial, then there will be some variations here. You'll have your fractions and whatever. So I hope you are well conversant with your imperial, and here I will be explaining how you can function with your metric. Now, for the metric standard, If you need any scale like 1 to 40, you go ahead to click on it, then you have it. And if you come to scale and you don't have your scale you need listed here, click customize, add a scale, the scale name, you type the name you prefer. I'll type 003, make 003, and I need 1 per 500, and I will say okay and okay. But the scale is not active yet because it is still reading the one the 1 to 40. Then click over and select make 003. So that is the current scale that we are operating. So that is also crucial under our status bar. The next one is workspace switching. Too crucial, and you must know what it does. Once I tick it, then I have a gear, this gear symbol. Workspace, once I click over, you can see that we are using the drafting and annotation, and that is the ribbon for that. Once we switch to this 3D basic, we have a different ribbon. Once we go to 3D modeling, we have a different ribbon. I'll do a tutorial in depth about this and how you can make your custom workspace as well, but make sure you have your default as 2D drafting. And let's continue with another tool. Units are also important. This, once I tick it, then you have this step or ruler appearing, and it is in a decimal. I did a video about units. Please check the playlist and find out more, though we can activate it there. The next thing is the clean screen. You may need it. Once I activate it, then I have it as that. The clean screen mainly widens your screen or a wider display. Once I click on it, you see everything now going to maximum. Once I click back, then it goes back to the initial. So those are the most important things you must activate under your status bar. Now let's explore maybe some 201, and that is the coordinate. The coordinate will be popped around here, and it shows you where you are drawing from. For example, once I click, then you see these values, and that is the coordinate. Once I click my line and I start to move within, you see these numbers fluctuating or changing, and that is basically the coordinates. So that is the coordinate, but you may or you may not have it showing up. Then the other tools that I've not talked about, you may need your line weight, and the lines are showing up here. That is line weight. You tap on it to show you the different thicknesses of your line or line work. Here, that is line weight. You may need it or not. It is not much crucial. Then another one is the annotative. Let me see, visibility. Yeah, that annotative visibility is also crucial. It is this tool here. This one here. That tool is so important, especially when you have started to send your work to the layout. You may see some annotations like dimensions or text not appearing on your layout. Simply activate this. It is the cause as to why you're not seeing them. So it is important, and you must put it in consideration that you must always operate when you have it, because it is not good to have errors in your project and headache when you are performing. So these tools or these icons that we have described give you a preview on what you need to know and what you actually need to preserve. In the next episode, we shall be learning the draw tools that is under the home tab, and we shall do tutorials in deep concentration for all these tools and everything, such that you have your AutoCAD to the maximum and you get each and everything from one channel, and you don't have to say I miss such and I miss this. So go ahead to comment, like and share this video if you find the content important. And what I guess is that we can prosper and make this channel to a wider audience. I will be teaching you AutoCAD to the complex, and we shall be linking up in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.